you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Go wish. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you...
Alright, I'm just gonna put the score up. Give me a second. 2. Well, that happened, and it was kind of inevitable. I had a feel. I mean, listen, it's a game where it's the same old story where you come out flat, and like when I mean flat, they came out bad. Meanwhile, the difference in this game is you got the first goal, and then you couldn't hold on to a lead, and then you were in a huge deficit. That's the difference in tonight's game. When you want to explode in the third period at the end of the game, that's when you find your life. That's not going to win you any hockey games, especially against a team who took advantage of you throughout the first 30 minutes of the game. The Penguins are an experienced team, and the goal late in the first period, and even in the second period, it ended up being the difference. The Penguins, with their depth and with their skill and will to score whenever they want. You shouldn't have lost this game. I'm not saying you deserve to lose this game. 100% deserve to lose this game. They did not have an ounce of urgency until you needed to in the third period. The Penguins only had one shot on goal in the third period. They had one shot on goal. One shot on goal. And it was the empty net goal for Crosby. Yeah, I mean, the goal at the end of the second really killed us. It was 3-1 at that point, Kasperi Kapanen. The Penguins held them in the zone for like 50, maybe a minute. 50 seconds, maybe a minute. The power play is just atrocious. The New York Rangers power play, there needs to be something done. And usually, I agree with Steve Valiquette. Usually, I agree with him. I'm very on board with what he thinks, especially when it comes to the New York Rangers. But tonight he was talking about how the power play doesn't have Panarin. It doesn't have enough star power. You don't really want to harp on that too much because of the lack of star power. Are you kidding me, Valley? You have Chris Kreider, who could potentially score 30 goals, one of the best deflectors in the NHL. You could put him right in front of the net. Mika Zibanejad, who had one of the best one-timers in the league last season, he says he doesn't have it this year. Well, that's a problem. You can't just sweep that under the rug. That's a problem. That you cannot shoot the one-timer as lethal as you could last season. That's a problem. That you shouldn't be blaming it on that. That's a problem. Adam Fox, who's one of the better offensive defensemen that the Rangers have seen since freaking Brian Leetch. I'm not comparing him to Brian Leetch. I hate when people do that. But I'm saying he's one of the better offensive defensemen on this team. He's at the point he can easily fling pucks to the net. Ryan Strome, one of the better passers on the team. And Pavel Buchnevich, you tell me there's not enough star power on the power play? No shot, man. No shot. Don't give me that. Don't make excuses for a struggling power play who should be better. Don't give me excuses. Sorry, but I think you're wrong there, Valley. Sorry. The Rangers did not deserve to win this game. The Rangers did not deserve to win this game with how they played. The fight of the third period, sure, that was great. It was amazing. But with the way they played in the first 30 minutes, this is the National Hockey League. You don't deserve to win if you play crap for half the game. Sorry. No shot. No shot. Face-offs, 55%. Compared to the Penguins' 45%. The Rangers had 15 shots in the third period to the Penguins' 1. That was the most shots they had in a period, but still, the Penguins blocked 23 shots. The Penguins do such a good job, and you got to give these guys credit. Just getting in the shooting lanes. And the Rangers, though, the Rangers kind of just shoot it right at them, and it's very irritating, especially when the defensemen have the puck on the point. But they do a really good job. Pittsburgh, in that. The Rangers hit tonight. Came out hitting. They had 58 total hits. Rooney led the team with 7, along with DiGiuseppe. They both had 7. Listen, this is not a game where you look back and you pick up a lot of good things in the first 30 minutes. You just don't. It's just when you come out that slow, you get lucky, you go up by a goal, and then you just take the foot off the gas. That's the Rangers' problem right now. The Rangers' problem is not putting the foot on the gas, man. It's just not putting the foot on the gas. Having players on your top lines not stepping up, and by I mean not stepping up I mean putting pucks in the net. I don't care how they look. I don't care how they're playing, the physicality-wise or momentum-wise. If they're carrying momentum, like good shift after good shift, sure, that's good, but they're not producing. Zibanejad, to me, looks very off, man. He looks very off, very slow, very deliberate with every pass he makes. The anticipation's not there. He's telegraphing every pass. He looked okay in the third period. The Pittsburgh Penguins did a very good job standing them up at the blue line in the third period. They did a very good job of standing them up, not letting the Rangers carry the puck into the offensive zone. So then they had a result into the dump and chase. Alright. I think that's all I wanted to harp on before I looked at the questions and comments from you beautiful people. Yeah, the power play needs to go, though. For real. The power play's done. I don't like what Valley said in the postgame. Big reason why the Rangers couldn't get anything going in the first period was because of the power play. They had a power play each period, and then the one that they get lucky on, they ends up putting in the net, and then they get extra momentum after that. All right, let's go. All right, where are we? When Jack Johnson scored, I was pissed. No shot. Black Thunder, what's going on? Zach, you're just straight mad? Yeah, I mean, frustrating. David Quinn has to stop letting his team come out and play 20-minute good games. Listen, this has been a problem since, maybe 2018, where the Rangers have come out. They look terrible in the beginning of games. They look terrible. I don't remember how many goals that the Rangers let in the first minute last year, or even this year, too. They look bad. We did not put up the pressure in the final 2 minutes to have the game disgraced. Well, I mean, they had the one chance with Buchnevich, and then another chance with Buchnevich, and then Kakko had a good chance, and then that was it. That was probably, I think, only the Kakko chances with the empty net. Or maybe the second Buchnevich chance was too. This is what happens when we only show up for the last 20 and not the full 60. Yeah, I'm saying half hour, but you're right, Nisa, honestly, the last 20. We need Artemi, Connor. It would help the power play. LOL was like, oh, the people Johnson scored. Yeah, Christopher, it was you. I tweeted about you. But which is your opinion, man. If you don't like Johnson, I mean, I try to change it, but I'm not gonna say that you're wrong at all. Maybe I will, but yeah, once he scored, I was like, let's go. So yeah, I mean, he played a good game. Like, the defense was not the problem tonight. Sure, on the second goal, was it the second goal? Yeah, it was the second goal by Kapanen. The Rangers got caught looking at the puck. They were just watching the puck, and they got tired, and then it ended up going in the back of the net. The shorthanded goal was a result of a terrible power play. It was a result of a terrible power play, and Trouba and Keandre Miller got their lanes crossed. It ends up going in the net. Okay, fine. The first goal was a sick shot. It did tip off Johnson's stick. It is what it is, but Keith Kincaid played good. I thought the defense core played really well. It's, once again, the problem is the starts of the game, playing in the offensive zone. Your defense won't have to be this good if you're playing in the offensive zone. Can't believe Booch couldn't put one of those chances in. No way. We had 56 hits. We did. It was a physical game. I'll tell you, the Rangers' defense was not the problem. They lost tonight. It wasn't the reason they lost. When Johnson scored, I just laughed, couldn't breathe. I laughed more at the Strome power play goal, actually. Our power play is dog water. It's just pass, nobody shoots. Yeah, Polish. No cap, no kizzy. Yeah, man, the power play needs some work. And I don't like that Valaket is sugarcoating it, man. I don't think you should be sugarcoating this power play. Where are they even ranking now? There's no way they're still top 20. They got to be in the 10. Oh my God, I can't even speak. I'm so frustrated. They're definitely still bottom 10. No shot. They're not still bottom 10 in the power play. Teams, power play percentage. Let's go. Rangers are 26 in the NHL in the power play. And they weren't doing that good with still Panarin here. Like, it wasn't that much better. There's a problem on the power play. I can't, man. Still last in the league in faceoff percentage. Yep. 0.2 ahead of the Devils. Zibanejad was the worst centerman tonight, by the way. 44%. David Oliver needs to go. Whatever he's trying to do on a power play is not working. He's letting them pass the puck way too much, man. I'll tell you that. Julia, what's up? I'm not saying fire Quinn, but he needs to figure out something. Jack Johnson played good tonight. I'll admit it. That was a sick shot by him. Yeah, from just below the blue line. Yeah. And that's the kind of goal that the Rangers needed at that point in the game where you're getting dominated, especially by you. That was the best forechecking shift. I'm sorry, the Islanders and Bruins are in a shootout right now. Oh my God, what a move by Pasta. What a shot, I should say. It's 1-1 at the end of one round. You needed a shift like that, and you needed a goal like that. It was huge. Someone want to tell me what's wrong with the stat guy in Pittsburgh? No shot in hell. We had 56 hits. I don't even think we had 40. I don't think they had 56, but they were playing a physical game. And it was definitely a reason why the Rangers played well so defensively and kind of saved by Halak on Barzal. It was a good reason why. It was a good point to make by the Rangers not really giving Pittsburgh too much on the outside. They were hitting them there, so maybe that's where a lot of the hits came from. Kincaid was really good tonight, but our defense is atrocious. No shot, our defense is atrocious tonight. The defense is nowhere near. Look at the third period. Pittsburgh got one shot on goal. It's the empty net. You're telling me that was the defense's problem? No shot, Ian. The Rangers' defense was so good tonight. The Rangers' defense was very good. Bush had me punching my pillow. When we score a goal, we just give up and let them score. Yeah, I mean, this team isn't ready for the pushback from the other team when we score. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but Trouba is awful. 8 million for giveaways and awful passes. He was bad tonight. Listen, the defense core as a unit was good. I thought him and Trouba and Smith were very bad. Wow, what a move by Beauvillier. The Bruins need to score. Yeah, but they're not the reason why they lost tonight's game. Why are we so quiet too? It's not like no one in the front office is saying anything on this crap. It's because they're a young team and they're not supposed to be winning games. Us as fans, we expect them to win every night, and that's really the truth. John Davidson even says, like, come watch us grow. Come watch us grow. Like, they're not going to win games, but, like, still, it's frustrating when you can. It's like, I never root for them to lose. I never root for them to go through this process, and neither do you guys. So that's why it's frustrating. You know, we're not in a situation like Buffalo where Buffalo should be winning. On paper, they should be winning. But yeah, Kincaid played great, but on the cap and goal, I tried to rim it outside. Yeah, it was. Yeah, Zach, I did remember that. Our power play is 19 Nashville level. I don't see any problem with our power play except for David Oliver. He's ass at his job. I mean, they passed the puck way too much on the power play. Should Kincaid start Thursday? It's Boston in Boston. Yeah. Yeah, why not? Another problem I can tell you is we don't shoot on the power play. All they do is pass, Vin. All they do is pass the puck. Even, like, in the third period, I was still catching them. Still trying to pass the puck into the net. Down by a goal. Mika can't shoot anything right now. He can't do anything. They came back from 4-1 to tie the game. I just had Luke. The Islanders game is over. They were in Washington, right, tonight? That was postgame. It's 4-4 in overtime. Wow. They blew a 3-goal lead, Washington. What a shame. When it comes to defense, Fox, Lindgren, Miller, and Smith is good. Trouba is making too much for Suckin, and Johnson needs to be better. Listen, John Johnson was much better than Jacob Trouba and Brendan Smith tonight. I'll tell you that right now. Trouba tries to do a little too much, and I think it's a little too much on him. Is what it is. Think we could beat Boston on Thursday? This team can win every night. This team can lose every night. This is a young team that will win games they shouldn't and will lose that they should. Plain and simple. My dad is waiting for us to get pummeled by Boston because he wants to go to the game next Thursday. If we lose to the Penguins, I want to see how we play against Boston. Guys, the Rangers beat Boston 6-2. They killed them. That was the most complete game by the Rangers. Then they converse the Devils and lose 5-3 like they did 5-2 like they did a couple weeks ago. It's a young team who is learning their way. And in this kind of a season where you're versing the same teams every other night, it's a process. It's a process. It sucks because we're angry that they lost. Like, yes, but it's a process. I have to open up my window. You gotta give me a second. Wow. It's warm in here. Oh, it's very warm. Very warm. What a big guy. Frustrating loss. Man, all the goals apart from the empty net we conceded were infuriating. Well, I mean, definitely the goal that really bothered me the most was the Kapanen goal because we got hemmed in our own zone. The shorthanded goal is, like I said before, it's the result of a bad power play. Trouba and Miller get their lanes crossed, and the Gensel goal went off Johnson's stick trying to play defense. There's nothing you can do there. But yes, it was very infuriating. Mika probably wouldn't hit solid ground if you thought of a boat. It probably would hit solid ground. It's not like my dad, Zach. Do I have the right to wonder if Panarin even wants to come back? He wants to come back. Christian, what's going on? Seeing those Islanders on the top of the division is the worst thing about this year. Not for me. I'll tell you that. I think the worst thing about this year so far, is probably just the process. How do you think our defense looked tonight? I thought they looked fine. As a total unit, they only really... I can't imagine them allowing more than 5, maybe 6 grade A chances against the Penguins tonight. If they count the Gensel chance as a grade A, then maybe 6 or 7 chances. The Caps won in overtime, courtesy of Jacob Verana. Yeah, so, like... We're in one of the hardest divisions also this year. It's hard with developing players. Isles fans shit on us. Listen, the Rangers aren't supposed to be good right now. They're not. Like, let people talk. I really don't care. Zach, what's going on? I'm not liking Quinn at this point, says Shelly. Quinn has been a little inconsistent, but, I mean, he's definitely our coach. Leafs lost 3 or 4 in a row. They hit a rut. Nah, these divisions won't stay. No way. We will never win another Stanley Cup, Chris. Nah, yeah. Listen, this team's growing. They're going to get better as time goes on. Promise you that. Got to win faceoffs. Got to convert on power plays. And they'll fight back and to finish good chances. Mr. Peanut, I feel like we need a true offensive defenseman. Tony DeAngelo was 4th in the NHL last season. You guys don't forget that, please. Don't care how bad of a person he is off the ice. He was a very good offensive player. Defensively, probably not one of the better ones, but he was 4th in the NHL in points for a reason. As a defenseman, of course. Shaggy, what's up? Bri Dizzle. It was a nice attempt. At least we got a point. Yeah, it must have been a good game. Chessie might be back soon. He was skating to practice. Yeah, they're not going to rush him, but he'll be back soon. That's what I'm saying. We are still such a young team versus veterans. It's hard for us. I mean, look at tonight's game. You versus Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, Chris Letang, who have won 3 Stanley Cups. Jake Gensel, who's won cups. This is a team that knows how to play against a young team. A vulnerable team. Who's missing their best player. Still. Do you have any idea when you will live stream the game? Maybe my birthday. Maybe Thursday. Maybe the next game. Who knows? Soon though. I really want to. It's just tough because I love the reaction videos. Like, we'll see. We'll see. Rangers have too much talent, but Quinn doesn't know how to use them. That's what my dad says. That could definitely be true. This headset is breaking. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, my dad says the same thing, so he probably doesn't, you know? I like how the NHL set the scheduling up like the MLB when a team plays each other 2 times in a row. It's unique. Yeah, it's something I've never seen before, Ian. I don't know if I'm going to like it long term, but I don't think they're going to do it. I saw urgency, which I like. Yeah, in the 3rd period, John, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, they came out to play in the 3rd period, but, you know, against a team like Pittsburgh, it doesn't always work out in your favor, and that's what happened tonight. Hope you had a good B-Day. The other night, man, we seem to play good against Boston, so looking forward to seeing them bounce back. Yeah, my birthday is officially Thursday, so 2 days away from my actual birthday. March 11th, 1999. Of course, Tony D was a good offensive player, but being a good player should also mean being a good teammate. And I feel like Tony D was a cancer in that locker room. Sure, but at the end of the day, it is a business. So, I mean, the reason, like, you can't tell me that you want Tony to be a good person and a good offensive player. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't take both. It's a business. Sometimes you don't like your teammates. But what he did is, you know what I mean? I'm not defending Tony at all. I'm saying that sometimes it does happen where you don't get along with your teammates, you don't get along with the coworkers. So it's, yeah, you give and you take. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, please remember to leave a like. I really do appreciate it. Reaction video is up on the channel. The Rangers was 4-2 against the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight. Maniac, happy early birthday. Thank you. On a bright note, what a crappy loss. First 2 power plays are, yeah, bad. Tony needed to make room for Nils. That's why he only signed him for 2 years. Absolutely, Kako. Yeah. And that's why I don't understand why people are like, yeah, we'll put Nils in the trade for Jack Eichel. Like, do you know how good Nils Lundqvist is going to be? Think of Adam Fox times 2. Come on, man. Frazier ran into a wall again. Seems to be okay. Oh, this one Rangers YouTuber I'm subscribed to made a point that this team looks like they're in a toxic locker room environment with David Quinn. Do you see it? If the Rangers if David Quinn was running that locker room and it's toxic, John Davidson would have sent him to the moon already. John Davidson is a no BS guy. He's a no BS guy. That's why Tony was out. Once they put the hammer down and said, Tony, no more, and then he did something, he was out. David Quinn's irreplaceable. Like, he's very replaceable. Like, if he was to do anything out of the ordinary, John Davidson would have kicked him to the curb months ago. Quinn should change his name to Trotz, and then our problems are solved. I really need to understand what people like about Quinn. I don't hate him, but I definitely don't like him. Listen, he's just a guy who's a young coach, who's coached young kids, and is good at developing players. Sure, we might not see the stats, of course, pop out, but look how good Filipinos played since he first came in. Look how good Kaapo Kakko has played since he first came in. Look how good Alexei Lafreniere has been since the first game of the season, you know? Sure, they're not winning games right now, but that, like I said before, that's not their goal this season, is to win the cup. It's not. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's to develop these young kids. And he's not doing a great job at it, but he's not doing a bad job at all. If he was doing a great job, we'd see the Rangers winning games. That's the thing. Happy birthday in 2 days. Thank you, Shaggy. Rangers need to draft the center. Morgan Barron's down there. We'll see. We'll see him soon. We'll see him soon. I thought it was the day you had the stream with all the lads. My bad. No, AJ, it's all good. I definitely confused a lot of you guys because I went out last week for my birthday to celebrate with some of my friends. And then Saturday, everybody came here. So, yeah, a little confusing. But my actual birthday is Thursday. Gotta go, Saps. Ian, take it easy. I still can't believe Booch didn't score. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Saps is gonna have to take a break and get another water soon. Definitely. And I don't have any more water bottles, so I gotta fill it up, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. Sorry I couldn't make it last live, man. I'm trying to get all of them. All good, Patrick. All good. I'm not just, it's not just not liking his teammates, it's also social media incidents. Yeah, that's what I was referring to, Thunder, because sometimes you don't like your teammates, but when somebody's being unethically correct, he's being unethical. You know, it's unethical of him to do that. So, that's the reason why they got rid of him. It's not because he was a bad teammate, because like I said, he's a good offensive player. I don't think he would have stayed even though they gave him that leash, but still. Deadpoolio. Maddie, what's up, baby? Hi, Saps. I know it was so cheesy, but me and my dad love watching your reaction videos and love your reaction when the Rangers scored. Thanks for being awesome. Paradox, I appreciate you. I appreciate that a lot. Made my day. I appreciate that. You're welcome, and thank you for letting me into your home. And, of course, the Fish Sticks are going on a winning streak. Of course. They're on a different level, though. About DQ, the Rangers YouTuber was mostly pointing out facial expressions, how certain teammates are not getting along, how everything has to be dead serious and no fun, etc. What is this guy? A behavioral analysis guy? Jesus. I don't see that at all. They're there to do a job. Of course you want to have fun, and I'm sure when you're winning it's fun, but when you're losing it's not fun, and I'm sure David Quinn is a no-nonsense guy when they lose. Nisa, who are you talking about? I don't even know I know one other YouTuber, but I don't follow him, or I'm not in contact with him, I should say. I'm not expecting them to win. I just wish we can get a better staff, although we thought rough was a problem. Wow, I can't read. What did I think of the game, Matt? Yeah, it was a rough game. We should be winning on paper. We have Zibanejad, Kreider, Buchnevich. Yeah, but those guys don't step up in the first 30 minutes of the game. They're not going to. Do I see Kravtsov and Barron getting called up this season? Most likely, no doubt, Kravtsov. I think that. Kincaid looked confident at tonight. Do you agree? He looked really good. He looked really good. Yeah, he looks. I mean, he made saves when he had to. The first shot by Gensel was a snipe. Again, with the Kapanen goal, it was Rangers got pinned in their own end. What do you think of the game overall? How well do you think it could be played? In the last 30 minutes, they were fine. Will Kincaid stay on the roster once Igor comes back? No, it'll probably be Georgiev. Hello, Estrin. Can't remember the last time shrugged off what the Islanders were doing because they're on a different level. Can't remember the last time shrugged off what the Isles were doing because they're on a different level. What does that even mean? Matt, I never bash the Islanders when they're playing good. Like, if I call it how it is. I'm not going to be biased in that way. You know that. The Islanders are good. I have them winning the division. You watching the Stars Blackhawks game? I am not. I am still watching the Devils postgame with Steve Cangelosi and Ken Danico. So let me change the channel. There we go. Goaltending wasn't that bad tonight for real. No, it wasn't at all. You think we will come away with the dub versus Boston on Thursday as a birthday present? I hope so. It feels good to win, but I know it's going to be trouble for the next few. Listen, it's going to be the whole season. And that's why we're here together, to get through it together. All right? We're here to get through it together. It sucks. It really does. It is what it is. Where am I? Do you think Buchnevich really got robbed, or did he not give enough effort? Frank, I mean, it was a great saves by Jari. Like, you don't want to take those away from him. But, I mean, you know, a Barry there wouldn't have been bad. What 4 teams come out of the division? Philly, Islanders, Capitals, and Bruins. I have the Penguins missing, man. I'm telling you. I just don't think the Penguins are as good as the Capitals. Cabinet on fire. Ooh. Howden was the best player. Listen, he wasn't bad on that penalty kill. I'll tell you that right now. And he was one of the better centers. Let me bring up the stats again. He won 64% of the draws, which was the second best center behind Kevin Rooney. Strome with 47 and Mika with 44. Mika had the worst power play, face-off percentage. I don't know if you know him, but his YouTube's name is CGETHS, avid Rangers fan. I'm going to look him up. Never heard of him. Oh my god, ETHS. That's the worst thing to spell. Oh, yeah, never heard of him. I know you do. I'm saying it's just wild. I'm not accusing you of hating Mike Milbury. Said it'd be like, wow, Matt, you're not even speaking English right now. I'm going to be honest. Are we getting a B-Day reaction video? Yes, I hope so. We are. Oh, man. Maybe I'll do like a whole video. But of course, we're doing a reaction video like the Rangers play. Jari carried low-key. I doubt it, Phil. He had to make 2 big saves at the end. That's what happened. He didn't have to make any hard saves throughout this whole game except for the third period. I've always watched these afterwards, but I finally made it. I like it live. Yeah, Esther, and we get to chat about the game, about whatever you want. Have you seen yourself on the commercial before, right? When the Rangers come back on the air? Yes. I actually missed it today. It was right after the postgame. I went to go eat dinner, and I didn't have the MSG on in the living room yet. So I missed my commercial today. But I had a DM from Sam on Twitter. She was like, oh my god, you have like a full commercial. I was like, yeah. When I see you get pissed when Pittsburgh scores, I feel your pain. I know, Christopher. It's a combined pain. The Pens beat the Cavs 4 to 6 times, but yeah, the Capitals will probably finish above us, sadly. I just see the Penguins as like, not the Penguins, I just see the Capitals as more of a complete team. I really do. I don't know. They're both kind of like in the same boat where their core is aging and they have some good young players. And if I were to be honest, I think Pittsburgh has better young players, but I don't know. CJETHS made a good point when he said the guys don't smile ever under Quinn. I think that's wrong. I feel like he's wrong there. They smile. Like I said, when they win, of course everyone smiles. They're happy. And when they lose, why would you smile? You're losing. You know, no one likes losing. And the coach would be the first guy to be thrown under the bus when teams lose. That's what we do. That's what fans, that's what media does. It's all about the coach. On a more serious note, though, I have not been impressed with the way David Quinn. See, it's all about David Quinn. I'm not going to bash you guys at all because I do the same thing. But, like, we're not talking about Kreider's performance tonight. We're not talking about Miller's performance tonight. It's always about the coach. Always. Do you realize that? It's always about the coach, and he's always the first guy who gets targeted when a team either loses a game, when they start playing bad, when they're in a rut, or when they're winning. We always talk about the players. It's only when they lose. Why do you think that the coach gets fired first before the general manager? It's always that case. Do I think Schneider will play good for us? I think Braden Schneider is going to be solid. How is that not English? Because I don't know. I couldn't read it well. I'm sorry. Kane's OT win. Way to be, Will. Where am I? We actually won a majority of the faceoffs tonight. Yeah, Zibanejad was the worst with 44%, which isn't that bad for him, actually. David Quinn doesn't bring the hype to this team, and actually these kids are obviously young. They need to laugh while playing the game. They laugh. I don't know. I don't agree with that at all. They laugh. Trust me. They look fine on the bench. Blackwell was laughing with, like... Blackwell was hysterically laughing. Johnson and Smithy were cracking up on the bench. If anything, I think it's a little too loose. Yeah. Do you want the Rangers to trade for Eichel? No. Is it me or did Miller not play that great tonight? I mean, he didn't look bad, but didn't look that good either. In his own end, I think he looked okay, but offensively he looked really well. I didn't think he played that bad, Nisa. Like, I think Trouba and Smith played worse than him. Since the Rangers are gonna go far this year, what do I think about them next year? Matt, they're young. Like, you don't know what they can do. They're unpredictable. How about Ryan Callahan on Thursday, though? That'd be nice. Zach, for my birthday, man. They couldn't have given me anything better. The 6 p.m. start was weird, but I didn't hate it. Listen, we can stream. Well, I mean, I'm not going to stream that late tonight because I do have a big day tomorrow. But, yeah, we were able to start the stream at like 9:30 today. How about that? 5-1. Wow. What a shame. Miller hasn't been good since he came off the COVID list. That's true, too. He's looked, I don't know, I feel like his confidence kind of disappeared. Officially ready for baseball, Ricky? The coach plays a big factor in whether these kids play well. Yes and no. I agree with you. What is your opinion? Do we need to stop? Wow. What is your opinion? Do we need to do to get us going? Big trade, some sort of firing? Nothing. They're young. They're young. They're gonna go through these pains. Remember when we hit puberty? We went through growing pains. That's what happens. These are growing pains. I think when they're ready to take the next step, and then if Quinn is still the coach, they start sucking, then yeah, then there's a problem. What I'm saying is 2/3 of the team is playing like crap. I'm gonna put the blame on the coach. I guess. Listen, I mean, what team is playing like crap? The top players? The depth guys who shouldn't be putting up points, but they still are? Like, who's playing bad in your mind? John Scott. I would love Callie as a coach, Nisa. Ricky, yeah, I'll do that. I'm sure Matt would enjoy that. You think Jack Johnson needs to get off the team? I thought he played good tonight. No. He's there for when Miller or Hayek need a day off, need a break, they get hurt. And that's why he's here, and he played good tonight. Have you ever thought of streaming during the intermission so you can give us your thoughts mid-game? I would, but I edit during the intermissions. I edit the first period during the intermissions. I edit the second period during that intermission. And then at the end of the game, I only edit the third period. So I edit during them. And that's what makes the reaction video get out so much quicker. The last game versus the Pens, Miller allowed the breakaway goal. It also didn't help that Yuriev could make a save. Yeah. Are you saying the Rangers are in puberty? They are. They're the youngest team in the NHL. Their average age is 3 years older than me. Come on. That's crazy. That's insane. Think about how young this team is. I like how you said that, Joe John. I like that. I disagree. I have Isles losing in the first round. Whoa. Woo. Just think you're the youngest team in the league and 6 points out of a playoff spot when you aren't expecting to make the playoffs. Youngs go up and down, and you never know when you're going to go on a streak. Exactly, Zach. I appreciate you for saying that. Why can't the Rangers shoot? I think their sticks are broke. Spud. And literally, I'm so sick of Quinn switching up the lines in the middle of a game. He needs them to develop chemistry. See, when the first game of the season, when he was switching up the lines, I didn't like it because I thought then you needed to develop chemistry. But with Panarin out, it's just like a mess on the lines. It really is. I was listening to Callie on Chooks before. He's got some funny tour stories. I listened to that episode. That was the last episode I listened to. Hilarious guy, man. Hilarious stories. Your dad was fired up. He was almost as mad as you. Yeah, we were pissed. He was really mad tonight. This is the most mad I've seen my dad in a while. I'm usually pretty good with my hockey opinions. I just don't see the Isles winning around. It honestly depends who they go up against. In a 7-game series, if they go up against a team like Boston who could play the similar way as them, I don't know who I might have to go. I don't know who I'm picking in that series. But if they go up against like Washington, maybe Philly again, I think I might have to take the Islanders. Without Panarin, this team can't function. Oh, Estrin. Going through rough times is probably needed to wake up. All the big people in the league have gone through it. Yeah. Guys, the Blackhawks didn't start getting good until the year they won the Cup. The Penguins, they made the Cup after 3 years of terrible, maybe like a year or two of terrible years with Sid. If the Rangers get the first overall pick again, would you trade it for a top number 1 center? I don't know. I don't know, Lou. That's a good question, though. Patrick. Oh, Ricky. It's all right. It's all right. I think the brains are broke. They're just past engraved in their heads. It's true. I understand why Buchnevich couldn't get elevation on the shot. He was just so close in the net. I mean, that play happens quick. You can't blame the guy for not shooting the puck, like, upstairs. The play happens quick. I don't like the inconsistency plus players like Zibanejad and Kako keep showing flashes but can't score. That's the inconsistency. You just said it yourself. It is. It's the inconsistency. Trouba is such a waste of $8 million cap space. Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think he's been living up to it. Honestly, I see the Islanders going to the Eastern Conference Final and maybe the Cup. They're pretty good this year. They are. Yeah. Rangers forgot how to shoot in the power play. What do you think of Lafreniere's ceiling is? I think it's a good comparison to Jonathan Huberdeau. I think he can even... I think he could definitely be a guy who puts up, like, a point a game. Like, he could definitely be a Panarin-like that stature of points. But, well, no. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I tend to get more pissed and frustrated when we play Boston. Kakko made a really good move, and overall looks like a really good player so far, no matter the points. Polish, exactly. The difference between him this season and last year, please, man. He looks so much better this season. Tom Sestito. Islanders went to OT with the Bruins, yep, and they went to a shootout. The Islanders won. 60 people watching, that's a lot. Most I've seen in a while. 60? Nice. You guys are the best. Oh, man, we almost topped 80. We were at 75. You guys are the best. I do have to take a break, though. Fill up my water. Use the bathroom. We'll be back. Enjoy a little Versace.
Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Versace on my wrist, baby, make a wish. You could sell your Rari, but you can't afford my outfit. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish. Go wish.
Alright, Liddy. Oh, man. Alright, let's go through some scores around the league. Whoa, I thought someone was just pushing me. Alright. What is going on? This chair's done. The Red Wings and Lightning are tied 3-3 going into overtime. The Stars are up 5-1 against the Blackhawks. That game is on NBCSN right now. Tough for Patrick Kane's 1,000th game. The Islanders win 2-1 in a shootout. The Flyers win 5-4 in a shootout. The Capitals win 5-4 in overtime. Wow, a lot of overtime games tonight. Hurricanes win 3-2 in overtime over the Predators. The Devils game is against the Capitals. Yes. The Jets beat the Maple Leafs 4-3, and the Panthers beat the Blue Jackets 4-2. Michael Del Zotto, former Ranger, gets the first goal for the Blue Jackets in that game. Listen, just so everybody knows, Ricky's not even a Ranger fan. He's a Devils fan. Like, he's not going to be bashing the Islanders because he's a Ranger fan, but voice crack. Yeah, like, and he knows hockey. Like, it's just his opinion. You guys don't have to harp on him. Nathan, how are you? I'm with Ricky here, honestly. Sure, they're in the first, but most of their games have been between against the Rangers, Devils, and Sabres. We're talking about the Islanders. Listen, they're a great team. They're going to make the playoffs. You know, the playoffs, anything can happen. It's a 7-game series. You can't predict that. Hockey's the hardest sport to predict because the favorite doesn't win every night. Matt, Yankees World Series, you never know. True, I'm sure Ricky has mostly good takes. He does. Sabres are the redheaded stepchild for Eastern Division. Anything could happen, guys. NFL is the hardest to predict. Alright, Donnie, maybe. I don't watch football, so I wouldn't know. But I do feel like hockey is one of the hardest in all of sports to really say who's going to win. Because the favorite never wins. The best team in the NHL never wins. Who was the I forgot. I read the stat like a while ago. I think it might have been the Blackhawks, or maybe it wasn't. The last team that was the best in the regular season won the cup. Doesn't happen that often. I'm tuning into the Devils are gonna win the cup. Baseball is the hardest sport, no matter what to predict. Game could change in the matter of seconds. True. You know what I mean. Exactly though. Every sport's hard. Sapsy, thoughts on the weather this week? Listen, today was beautiful, Vin. Today was amazing. Today was gorgeous. Fantastic. Ricky's got the 2029 prediction. Thoughts on Buffalo this year? Terrible. They need to do something. Gonna be beautiful? Yeah, today was really good, man. Today was gorgeous. Do you think we need to trade Georgiev? He's not consistent. Aiden, I have no clue. I don't know. I don't understand why we're so good against the Bruins and not the Sabres or Rangers. I mean, the Rangers kind of dominated the Rangers against when you came back from COVID. Beavis, yeah, I saw the post game from Cries. Shesty back, yeah, I would like that. Do I like NCAA basketball? March Madness coming up soon. Yeah, I really like Syracuse because my cousin went there. My brother likes. I think my brother likes Duke. That's really. I mean, we're not that in the basketball. Did I see Fabros hit on McGinn? How was that only a minor penalty? I did not see it. I did not. It is like 10 here, Saps. I am off to sleep. Have a big day. Yeah, we're going to get going soon in a little bit, too. I have a big day tomorrow. Catching this live was amazing. Hope I can make the next. Have a good one. Estrin, you enjoy your rest of your night. Thank you for coming out. You'd like to see the cup back in New York. I wouldn't mind the Islanders winning. Frank, honestly, I wouldn't care if, like, Matt and Andrew didn't get on me. And, of course, like, all the Islanders fans who are on, like, YouTube and follow me stuff will get on me, too. But, like, I don't care. I don't care. All I care is about the Rangers winning the cup. That's all I care about. If the Islanders want to win cups, I don't like it. Sure, it sucks. I'm not gonna enjoy it. I will be upset about it. But like, I want the Rangers to win in my lifetime. I want to be able to celebrate a Stanley Cup for the team that I love in my lifetime. That's all I want. — 63 degrees felt like spring today. Nice. Yeah, it was freaking great today. Long Island's weather today was beautiful. I'm also thankful. The Yankees, Britons, yeah. Bone chip. I think the part of the reason why the Devils are struggling is because of all the games they have piled up right now in the schedule. I mean, every team's got that, Nathan. Every team does have those games. Basically, the entire team had COVID, sure. But the Devils are growing too. The Devils are in kind of the same spot as the Rangers. They really are. Like, the Sabres shouldn't be in this spot because they have proven players. They have Jack Eichel. They have Sam Reinhart. They've had these kids in their system for years. Like, they should be better. The Buffalo Sabres, maybe not the Rangers. The Buffalo Sabres are better than the Devils on paper. Lexi Gray, just found your channel. You're awesome. Oh, thank you, Lexi. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully you can stick around. Have a good one, Saps. Hopefully we can string some wins together. Hawks, good night. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you for coming out. It's my first time here, but I'm going to sub just to check you out. Donnie, I appreciate it. Thank you. Taco left, Miller, Igor, 3 firsts, and Saps to Buffalo for Eichel. Buffalo fans still say no. Oh, if I had to become a Sabres fan, I wouldn't mind it, but like, I have a no trade clause, so. Actually, I have a no move clause. They can't do anything with me. I think we're going to end up losing Georgiev to Seattle, so they should sign someone to back up Shesterkin. Listen, Tyler Wall's a very good, capable goaltender in the AHL right now. He's slowly making his way to becoming an NHL goalie. But you don't know what's going to happen with Seattle. Who knows? It was good to see a big guy. Enjoy your birthday on Thursday. We'll see you for the postgame, hopefully. AJ, thank you, man. Take it easy. Rangers should hit up Scott Gomez. Yeah, for the power play. You're right. Yeah. Matt, yeah. 2014 Rangers, of course. I always miss them. Calling it right now, the Rangers will win at least 2 cups in the 2020s. Listen, if they don't win a cup in the next 10 years, then talk about a failed rebuild. Hopping off. Nice live. Let's go Rangers Thursday. Matt, appreciate you coming out. In Cleveland, it was great weather for the first time ever. Yeah, it was beautiful today. Let me tell you that. Jay Bruce gonna make the Yankees roster. He's on fire. I don't know yet. I don't know. I gotta look into more Yankee stuff. We'll see it soon. I promise. I read on Twitter that we could have left Pittsburgh in 4th place, but instead we left 6 points back in the playoffs. Yeah, because they could have hopped over Pittsburgh, or at least like Yeah, they could have been with Pittsburgh. Yeah. All right, Saps, I'm going to head back to twiddling my thumbs in quarantine. All right, Zach, take it easy, man. Stay safe. I think pretty soon it's going to be like the early 2010s, Rangers and Devils on top of the standings. And the Kings. The Kings, too. Each player in the playoffs a bunch. Yep. All right, good night, Nisa. Georgiev will be protected because of Yegor's exam. That's also true, but they might protect Wall. Like, you don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see, though. All right. 10:15. We're going to get going. An hour stream. You guys are the freaking best. I really do appreciate all of you. Leave a like if you haven't already. The reaction video is up. If you're new, I mean, we have a few new guys, new people in chat today. If you're new, consider subscribing. We have a lot of fun here no matter what. Talk hockey, talk baseball. So, I appreciate every single one of you. Please leave a like. And, yeah, you'll see me on Thursday. Love all of you. Good night.